What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I know this video is so long overdue, but I finally had time to go ahead and edit it and make it for you guys, so here you go. So right now I have a nude stocking cap that I get from Walmart, and yes, these are way better than the $1 2-for-1 caps at the hair store, so I highly recommend these. I'll link them below. But what I'm doing now is just cutting the ends or the edges of it a little bit, just so it's not too far on her forehead. What makes this method so much better than the other one is just you're not putting all that bold hold and got to be near or on your edges, and that just causes so much buildup, and especially because there's makeup on there too. It's just too much going on, and your edges are the most fragile part of your whole entire head, so why put all that stress on it when you can get the same exact look by doing this method? So as you see, I keep pulling it up. I usually sew it from ear to ear, but she didn't want me to sew it down, so that's why I'm just gonna keep pulling it up, but either way works. But I do like sewing it down better. But here, this is the blueprint to a natural install, y'all. So being that you're not gluing down the cap, this is the part that you have to really try to make sure that you outline perfectly to match your hairline. So you see how I'm not just going straight across like I know a lot of people do. You need to follow the way your hairline goes to get a natural install. So see how she has like lower, forgot what they're called, lower hairline above the eyebrow? Hers goes a little lower. So I made sure I went up and then around it and then down to her sideburns. And another key essential part to this is using a rat tail comb or something like a popsicle stick to make the glue flat and smooth. Because guys, this is so important. The flatter and smoother the glue is, the easier and the more flawless your results will be. I cannot stress that enough. The bumpier, or if you do those little dots, it's just going to be a bunch of buildup through the lace and just going to be so sticky. And make sure, like you see here, it is clear. Make sure it is not white. It is perfectly clear before putting down that wig. Okay, so now make sure that you put the wig in front of the glue. Do not put that glue, or do not put that wig or that hairline behind the glue. It will be such a big mess and you will be frustrated trying to get that glue off in the front. Make sure you either put it a little bit in front of it or directly on top. That is so important. And then I'll go ahead and put my elastic band on for 10 to 15 minutes just so it can go ahead and melt in her skin. And during this time, I usually just go ahead and use my wax stick and use my hot comb. And guys, what really makes an install very natural, I can't stress this enough, it's how you pluck the hairline of the wig. You need to mimic it so that it matches your natural hairline, which will give off that natural look. You can't have a hairline that's just straight across. You need to make it outline your natural hairline. But as you can see, it is blending flawlessly with her skin. I go ahead and take my razor and I go ahead and follow the blueprint you made with the glue. That is the key to knowing where to cut. You see how everything is not straight across, it's going directly where her hairline is. That is a key essential part, guys, and you really need to follow that in order to get a beautiful natural install. So as you can see here, it's nicely molded, pushed back, and that's the look I always desire after the elastic band comes off. Because some people don't like baby hair, so I keep it this way, but she wanted baby hairs, so I'm gonna do baby hairs in just a little bit. So here I'm just trying to find places to match to where she would have like baby hairs with her natural hair. So I try to kind of mimic it to give it an also natural look. I don't like just putting random baby hairs everywhere. So like I said, I know she has like those long hairs on the top near her eyebrow, so I go ahead and put them there, and then I also do them towards the front. So I went for the more natural look. I didn't try to do like the full-on swoop baby hairs just because she highly requested that she didn't want all that going on. So I kind of try to make it as, natural as possible. I actually prefer it this way, or just all pushed back, like the all pushed sleek back look, honestly. I think it gives it more of a natural appearance. And this part right here, I'm just going back and gluing down her sideburns. I usually go ahead and I like glue down the entire wig at once, but being that she had her mask on, it was just difficult. So I went ahead and just did it last. It didn't really make that big of a difference. But at this part, I just put some Got To Be Glued on the lace in the front to try to just get everything to mold into place. And I put the elastic band on for another 10 to 15 minutes. And voila. It is nice and molded into place. And you guys just make sure you don't miss that Got To Be Glue part, especially at the end. Or just using your favorite hairspray, it really helps it so when you do wrap your hair at night or just lounging around the house with your hair wrapped, when you do take off your hair will already be molded and staying in place. You won't have to get up and do your baby hairs every day, which would literally drive me insane. So please don't skip that part. But yeah, you see she's feeling herself. It's still, look, you can still get that natural look without having to glue down that bald cap on your head, causing your edges to disappear. We don't have time for that, ladies. It's time for us hair growth all 2020 and beyond, okay? But thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.